Alright guys, I've had a few people ask me about the hardness on the Knipex pliers wrench versus the Icon pliers wrench. So I picked up this hardness tester file kit. Basically what it is files of different hardnesses, and what you do is you swipe the file across the surface, and you can start from either the hardest file or the softest file. But what I'm going to do is start from the softest file, check and see if it left scratches in the jaw, and keep moving up from there. So this is kind of a crude way of testing the hardness on it. They do make a tester. I believe it's a digital tester. I don't know how it works, but basically press it on the surface and it will tell you the hardness. I think that's a lot more accurate than this. But these were only like $70, I think, for the set. And it will kind of get us close. It'll tell us a range in between two files. So I also have a microscope, a digital microscope here. So I will test each of these. I'll stop at where I think that it cut into the jaw at. We'll throw it under the microscope, and then you guys can check out and see the grooves that it left, and see if which one's harder than the other. Just because one is harder than the other, that's not really the whole story on how these things work. So keep that in mind also. And we're going to be testing just the inside jaw there. I'm assuming these are hardened differently than it is down here or whatever. So let's get testing. Alright, so we'll start with the Icon first. I've got the HRC 40 file here. And after I make the marks on here, I'll throw it under the microscope and I'll throw that footage up there so you guys can see. You won't really be able to see it on this camera too well, but it's the Icon first. And basically what it tells you to do is drag the file across. You can use it in a couple different orientations there, so that's what we're going to try to do here. So I can tell just by looking at this thing that this file did not make a mark, and that's the 40. So I'm going to go to the next one here, 45. A little bit of color, maybe scratching off something with the color there, but nothing, no grooves or anything on there. So let's go to the 50. Okay, so starting to get a little color variation here. So let's see under the microscope what we got. Okay, so here's the Icon with the number HRC 50 file. And I'm not really seeing any grooves yet, so let's go to the next file. Okay, so here is the 55 on the Icon. Okay, and again, it's not really looking any different, so let's go to the 60. Okay, so the 60, I definitely felt a little bit of material being removed there, so let's check that out on the scope. Okay, so this is the HRC 60 on the Icon. Let me focus this in here. Okay, so you can clearly see scratch marks and material that was removed from that 60 file. Kind of hard to focus there. So that tells me that these Icon jaws, they're somewhere in between the hardness between 55 and 60. So let's do the same exact thing for the Knipex. Okay, on the Knipex, I don't think they're going to be anywhere near the 40s range, so I'm just going to start right at 50 with this. Get that to focus. Okay, so Knipex, and then that's your bottom jaw there. Nothing. Okay, let's go to 55. 55. Nothing. Okay, 60. Felt a little bit of drag there, but just looking at this, there's nothing on there. So let's go to 65. Okay, 65 might have left just a little bit. Let's see what it looks like on the microscope. Okay, so here are the Knipex at the HRC 65 on the microscope. Let's see if we can get it to focus. Okay, so you can see a little bit of scratches there. I don't think they're as profound as the Icon was. The Icon was between 55 and 60, I thought I said. Here's the Icon. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thanks for watching.